blacked out and limitation in that situation because he was in a state of utter panic. Some people live in an anxiety attack. Some people live, their natural and usual state is a panic attack. And they're panicking about white supremacy all day long. They're panicking about everything that's going on in their life. They live in a state of panic. We have so much energy to deal with them to secure those people. That's when I get back to the law of identification. There's some people that need to be secured by a strong force. And there's some people who can regenerate the energy of a strong force. Do y'all hear the point that I'm making? Some people is in an utter state of panic. You come talking about nation building, they're talking about, well, did you see the news? Did you see Bush? Did you see what they're going to do now? Did you see that? Did you see this and the other? I can't believe they got us now. It's going down. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. They're in a constant state of panic continuously. And you got some people that you meet, peace, God. What you want, God? Let's do it, God. And it's confirmation of divine energy there. Look at this, though. So if we got these two types of people, we begin to be conscious, and now we begin to ritualize and separate the people who are in a panic attack, which we have a responsibility to bring them out of that. But if you exist in that panic attack with them too long, your ass is going. You're correct. You are going down, and they do got something for you. So we got to separate those who are in the utter state of continuous panic from those who are absolutely secure. And regenerate with those who are secure. And re-secure those who are in a panic. Some people may never come out of a panic. No matter what happened, it is a catastrophe. This is their natural and continuous state. Everything is a catastrophe. I lost this, I lost that. I mean, I spilled a cup of water. Damn it. I'm just telling you that everybody, some people, that's their ongoing state. Whether it's good or bad, it is a panic. It is a catastrophe. No matter what happens, it is something that is beyond and overwhelming by them. It overwhelms the energy that they have to deal with the circumstance, no matter what it is. And in some people, they could say it's a hurricane coming tomorrow morning, and they would be sitting in lotus position. Like, I hope that the hurricane is friendly. This is how secure that they are within themselves. So we have to begin to recognize the difference in individuals so that we have a ritual of divine solidarity and consciousness, because they will begin to interject thoughts and you want something from them. They give you money. Well, I'll take your money, but you don't know with the money you done took negative thought. So while you're trying to use the money to buy your way out of a situation, you just accepted the conscious equivalence to being in it. I'll give you $20, Mr. Broke Man. Listen, though. Let me give you something to eat. You hungry. Do you see what's being affirmed? But yet we're receiving in these relationships from these people who are improperly perceiving reality. And now they're intertwining us in their illusions. Now we have become part of their hallucinations. How to lose a nation. We have. We have become intertwined in their realities instead of saying, wait a minute. I would rather exist in a total, and I'm not saying we don't deal with them at all, but you begin to say, I would rather exist in a state of absolute, impenetrable, immovable security. Did I hear the point that I'm making? And when you just make that decision, that that's where you're going to stand at, you begin to see the difference between intertwining your thoughts with those who exist in fear, like that limitation. They're always saying I can, and you doubting, but if and that, and this is their whole conversation. So we have to pull away from those individuals who are in the state of lack and fear, and know our job with them is to secure their consciousness. But if we're going to build further, we need a regenerative association. Yeah, I hear the point that I'm making. You got this association to say the ship is going down, and you got this group to say we're going to hold the ship up. Which side of the ship you want to be on? Because if the ship is going down, you really ain't got to worry about it no way. You should be trying to hold it up. How much the ship is going down is really irrelevant. Because if it's going down anyway. But if it can be held up, you should be trying to hold it up. So it depends on what side the group of people is on. Because if we begin to associate religiously with those who are not empowered within their own consciousness, then they take away from our empowerment over time. Literally. And there are many excuses for this. There are millions of different reasons. But it's total self-disempowerment. That's the main reason. That is the essence of all of their disagreements, their problems. Conscious people don't see problems. They see opportunities for solutions. They live in opportunity for solution. While one person sees a problem, another person sees an opportunity for a solution. So when we come together and build, now we have regenerative building. Now that regenerative building is the opposite of this religiosity. The opposite of this Protestant Christian moralism that sees space as something other than that which to be moved to. I mean, Christians worship the material world. Mm-hmm. They worship the material world. The devil. They don't see energy and material as something that you just move through. They don't see space as something that you navigate through. That's not what, when they look into reality, they don't see that. They see these contextual frameworks of this is what God made and this is how Jesus set this shit up, and this is what they look, when they look out their eyes, they see contextual frameworks. A master just sees space and energy. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. You understand what I'm making? You're not seeing all that stuff. You're not even into that. You're not seeing good and bad in the sense of going to hell, going to heaven. You just see energy, and you are working through that energy, creating and manifesting. And you build an energy. And you can recognize good energy as it is building. And you can remove away from negative energy as it is destroying. Do you get the point I'm making? That's all that's all you know as an enlightened person. I don't know no Christian thought. I know energy. And you want to achieve a level of sensitivity to become immediately aware of energy as it is in the universe. And you want to be able to move through it and move around it as it is conducive to your well-being, period. Do y'all hear the point I'm making? And your relationship to material, moving to it or moving from it, is only that. Your well-being. Christians worship the material world. They do. They put the material world on a shrine.
The Gohanza.
Come on. And they worship this material planet in a way that is not even realistic. Because if you're worshiping it, how can you create in it? How can you use it to manifest if you're worshiping it? They worship this and that structure. They worship these ideas, these set of ideas. So they have not become aware. They have not become aware. I'll give you an example. And it's not just to Christianity as a religion. It's their worldview. It's how they see the world. I went to Chinatown. And I began to drink this and that tea. And I saw I felt the energies of this and that tea, of how it worked with me. I grew up in the hood and projects. I saw people who did crack. I saw how that energy did with them. I saw people who drank alcohol. I saw how that energy did with them. I didn't need no Bible. I was right there in the energy of the situation, and I navigated around those loopholes and entrapments. That should be your only relationship to the universe. To navigate around energy, not to walk around with a Bible consciousness, but feel the energy, be alive and a living being that's in tune with the energetic frequencies and vibrations of the planet. So you know, just like an animal's not reading no book, but walk up on a squirrel and see how fast he gone. He knows how to feel the energy of what's going on and to move around it. He knows if it's good or bad energy. If an animal senses bad energy from you, it will bite you. So we have got away from being able to perceive energy, and now we're trying to perceive Jesus. You know what I'm saying? We now looking for Jesus. We're not aware of energy anymore. All we can do is read. We can't feel anymore. All we can do is read and seek social acceptance. That's all we can do. We can read books and seek social acceptance. What does that mean? I try to read this book to get the truth, and I'm gonna do what they're doing. We're not able to feel through the universe. We are afraid to feel the energy to come to a right observation. Y'all hear what I'm saying? We're afraid to feel the energy to come to a right observation. The police tell you that this person is a criminal. They have a criminal record. This person is a felony. You believe them. Ostracize this person. But if you come and met that person and you felt it, you be like, man, there's nothing wrong with this person. Y'all had the point making, this is a good person. I know this person. From thousands of years ago. He couldn't be wrong. Y'all hear the point that I'm making?
Right.
Your system is wrong. But we don't have to feel because we want to believe what somebody say about this, that, those, or them. Because that turns us off from becoming sensitive and activating higher sensory perception. We don't need to use our third eye because we can read and deal with that which is socially acceptable.
Status quo.
We can't come to our own conclusions about what is true and what is real. We can't get in the present moment to feel the energy of what is right. We must continue to resort and try to reread the Ten Commandments. We try to fit the world into a book. And it ain't enough pages in there. Do you see the one I'm making? To account for all the situations and circumstances that exist in the universe. But we have been taught not to feel. We have been taught to believe and accept. Nation building is not only words that I speak. It ain't just words. It is a feeling of knowing. And if you don't have the feeling of knowing of what is true for you, it ain't true for you. And when you get to the feeling of knowing what is true for you, then no man or woman will ever be able to argue with you. Y'all hear the point I'm making? Some people can't say it is true for me that this is our land and this is our planet. That's a historical concept. We just talk about that in school. They can conceptualize that this is actually our shit. I mean, it's not real for them. It sounds good. Oh, we was the Native Americans and we was this and I feel you, brother, but what? Right. It has not become real with them because they're seeking social acceptance. Because everybody's going along with what's going on. So since what they're going along with is going on, it's not what you're saying, it could not be true. So social acceptance can sometimes override what they have read. They could have read that we're deities, we're gods, and it's all our land. They can have paperwork this high. But what's socially accepted overrides even what they have read. Do you see the point I'm making? Because if you're looking for what you read and if you're looking for what is socially acceptable,